I noticed a couple of blue-haired girls in the audience when you played a couple of shows.
Yeah.
That might be a coincidence, but probably
yeah,
not.
I'm seeing more and more of them.
So you like that? Being some kind of role model for girls, not only with the hair, but
yeah, I mean,
general?
if I it's weird to like think about myself like that, I guess. But if I'm making people happy, that's the goal there. So so yeah, if people are coming to the show and they're having a good time with our music and with my messages and lyrics, then that's really all I can ask for.
Do also people notice your message? Do you get more people, not only girls with blue hair, but in general people saying that, hey, I like the vegan diet, for example?
Yeah, I mean, being vegan is a lifestyle, you know, it involves so much. It's not just about food, and it's actually not even about food at all, it's about ethics. So yeah, I get more and more people, you know, saying that they've taken positive steps in their life. You know, either they're cutting out animal products, or they're, you know, boycotting zoos, or they're working out, losing weight, being healthier. They stop drinking, they stop smoking, like, you know, just things that I do for myself because I want to live that way. But when other people do it and they find like strength in the music that I write to make positive changes for themselves and for the planet, then that's really amazing to me. Like every day I hear people telling me about that actually, and that's very inspiring to me. Yeah.
So what's on your personal boycott list besides the obvious, like leather or zoos? Anything else?
Yeah, I mean, I really make an effort to boycott any product, company, or industry that I do not agree with ethically. So that's a very, very big statement, and it's very actually difficult to do all of it. But in terms of food, I will not consume any animal products whatsoever, including dairy, honey, eggs, fish, meat, poultry, whatever. I don't wear any animal products, no leather, suede, wool, silk, fur, obviously. I don't buy any products like cosmetics, hair dye, makeup that's tested on animals or contains any animal products. So everything that I put on my body is made purely from plants and only tested on either plants or humans. So, you know, I try to avoid you know, items that we know come from underpaid workers, like coffee or some clothing. You know, it's a very wide field, because almost everything has some sort of cruelty in it. You know, even a camera, or you know, almost everything you do involves some negative impact on the rest of the world, and I'm aware of that, and that's why I try to minimize it wherever I can. You know, I mean, I have to take a plane to get to the show, and unfortunately that pollutes. But I don't eat meat, which is also a huge polluter, so I'm trying to balance out my negative impact that way. So yeah, and I won't support any exploitative industries like zoos, the circus, SeaWorld, anything like that. Totally against that as well. Yeah, it's once that logic is turned on in your mind, it's actually quite easy to distinguish between things that I do want to support with my money or my voice, and things that I don't. Yeah.
So what about the rest of the band? Do you also make sure that the Arch Enemy merchandise is not made by some 5-year-olds in some third world country? You
know, I'm not in charge of the merch now, but the rest of the band is actually also very into these causes as well. And I did at one point, I did something really cool, which was I worked with a company that was co-owned by a Palestinian company and an Israeli company. Yeah, and it was made completely sweatshop free and on organic cotton. And I sold t-shirts. I sold those t-shirts as merch. Unfortunately, the cost on those was like, you know, $22 per shirt, I think, just for us to buy them. But yeah, so that's something actually most merchandise companies now don't use sweatshop, which is good. That's different than a few years ago. And the company that I use in the States is, you know, they use very, very low carbon emission inks, you know, so it's minimizing, you know, it's doing whatever we can to minimize the negative impact. Yeah, absolutely.